Justin. Welcome to the Turks and Caicos Islands.
It's great to be here. Thank you for inviting Breaking Travel News. Tell us who you are and give us an update.
It's an absolute honor to have you here with us. My name is Racquel and I am the Change Manager, Interim CEO for the new Destination Management Organization, Experience Turks and Caicos. And it's an absolute privilege to be serving the Turks and Caicos Islands.
And tell us a little bit about what that really means.
So what it really means is that we're going to be more than just a marketing and promotion organization, and it's not just going to be focused on Provincialis. It is going to be focused on all of the islands that are inhabited and not inhabited also of the Turks and Caicos Islands. Most persons think when they hear Provincialis, they think, oh, that's the Turks and Caicos. No, we want to increase their brand awareness because we are more than what we call locally Provo. We are more islands. We're like 40 plus islands and keys, and each one having its own distinct, unique assets, natural beauty, things to do, and so that's what we want persons to know. So a lot of times many persons now are looking for immersion. They're looking for something different to do. So they've probably been to Turks and Caicos before. So we'll say return, and you could go fishing in South Caicos, do a twin trip, or you could go on a tour in North and Middle Caicos because we have on a day trip, because we have so much more to offer culturally, immersion, because when you think about it, you're flying in here and you're staying in your awesome luxurious hotel. Grace Bay and our properties in Provo are exceptionally beauty, and they offer the best. But sometimes persons just want to do something a little different on day 4, day 5 of their trip, and that's what our other islands have to offer. Some of them you can go by ferry, and some of them you could just say, maybe I'll stay 2 nights and I'll take a plane there and go see what it's like. It's important now that as we travel, persons are wanting to, as I said, immerse, but they want to learn new things. And I think for all of the persons who have been to Turks and Caicos Islands before, they've been to Provincialis, they will say, oh, I didn't know that. It's time for me to do something different. It's on my bucket list. So I will say to all of your persons and all of the persons that watch your show and read your
That's right. That's good.
Okay. Reading your news, I think it's important for them to know that we have the 3rd largest barrier reef in the world. We are uniquely different. We're not just beach and sand, or sun, beach and sand. We're also a destination that offers, an experience where you can decide if you want to do something adventure, which is going fishing, or if you want to go snorkeling, you want to go diving, or if you want to go on an ATV tour, and you can go through many of our mangroves and see flamingos, salt ponds, which are unique to the Turks and Caicos Islands. Back when sugar in the mid 1600s was the only industry that the Turks and Caicos Islands had. And it's interesting to know we don't think of salt as important anymore, but back then you need to preserve food. Salt was the only way. So most persons who come to Provincialis are experiencing all that is beautiful. Still our beaches, our people, luxury in its different forms, whether it's a villa, whether it's a condo, whether it's a resort. But we want to say we have so much more to add to your vacation. You don't have to go anywhere else. We have it right here in the Turks and Caicos Islands.
And you're 2 months into the role.
Well, actually, it's 90 days.
90 days.
Months.
Okay, 3 months.
It's been good. It's been quite energetic.
Yeah.
It's interesting because we're really building the organization from ground up, and we have from the tourist board a lot of persons in the travel trade who are reaching out that the tourist board did trade shows with, but we're still hiring like some of our teams. Some of them are on board now, and we're slowly evolving. And so next year we'll definitely take part much more with the travel trade, but we have to build a team together. So I don't want them to think, oh, Turks and Caicos doesn't know what's happening in the travel trade.
Sure.
They are so important to us as a destination because we are high-end luxury lifestyle. The travel trade is so important for that reference. They are the source of information if something is happening, something new, something different. Also just managing their trip. And so we don't want to leave them out. We don't want to think that we've excluded them. We are going to, as soon as the sales team is on board, we're going to make it happen for all of our source markets.
And for travel professionals, travel advisors around the world watching this interview, what's your message to them?
Keep selling the Turks and Caicos Islands. You're going to have so much more to sell. We are indeed honored that you've been with us for so long, and we hope that you'll continue to be with Experience Turks and Caicos.
And looking forward, what can we expect to see from Turks and Caicos?
I think looking forward is having more diversity, more things to do outside of Provincialis. Many persons have come before, so we want to say you could do a day trip or 2 days to South Caicos, or they could do a day trip to Grand Turk, or even Middle and East Caicos. Caicos. What we want to say to them is, we've just opened your appetite. Come back.
You've certainly done that today. Thank you so much, Racquel.
Thank you, Justin.